excited for APEC? Yeah.
San Francisco leaders signaling the city is ready for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. APEC's ambassador and sponsors attended a flag-raising event at City Hall this afternoon. Crews are securing venues and managing how people will move around the city. KTVU's Christian Captain joins us now live from near Moscone Center, one of those secure venues where visitors will have to go through security to enter. Christian.
Yeah, we're starting to get a sense of how San Francisco will look during APEC. To give you a sense of how it's going to look, we're actually standing in the middle of 4th Street right now between Mission and Howard. You can see work underway right now to put up fence alongside the road here. This is one of the usually very busy areas, now reduced to workers and buses as they come on through and build that fence around Moscone Center. We are now getting an idea of what the so-called red zone around Moscone Center will look like the week of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. Workers are building an 8-foot fence around Moscone Center, one of the primary sites to host APEC. The event, expected to draw more than 20,000 visitors and an estimated $53 million, but it's also expected to create some inconveniences for those living, working, or traveling near the venues set to host. The city saying it's following guidelines from the U.S. Secret Service to keep the event safe.
Street closures and roadblocks and a number of motorcades and other things, those are things that we need to make adjustments for.
Moscone is one of the so-called red security zones where everyone will have to go through security to enter, and immediately surrounding it, a green zone where traffic will be restricted and vehicles searched. That is expected to create traffic congestion throughout the event. The head of the SFMTA urging people to check the agency's websites for updates on how APEC is impacting travel through the city, everything from parking restrictions to road closures.
When you're in the city, it's also going to be challenging to drive in some locations as well, so we highly encourage you to walk, bike, or take Muni.
Rudolph Mason lives in a building for seniors just across the street from Moscone Center and relies on paratransit to get around. He's already rearranged his schedule since he says he learned that getting around is going to be a challenge.
Well, the thing is, I canceled my doctor's appointment next week for the fact that it's going to be barricaded.
In fact, Mason says he'll likely be spending a lot of time indoors during APEC.
I'm just going to stay in. I live right there in the building. So I'm just going to stay in, get plenty of foodstuffs and everything to sustain me, and just let it happen.
San Francisco's police chief also saying all officers will be on 10 to 12-hour shifts to make sure that there are enough officers to handle the city's daily policing needs, as well as address security around APEC and the daily protests it's expected to draw.
We respect people exercising their First Amendment rights, but we will not tolerate violence and we will not tolerate property destruction.
And what we're seeing right now is just the beginning. Federal and local officials say the bulk of the work to secure the venues around the city is going to start Monday night and is expected to impact this area here around Moscone, the Embarcadero, Nob Hill, and other destinations around the city like Lincoln Park. We're live in San Francisco. Christian Captain, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, we keep learning a little bit more every day leading up to the summit. Christian, have we heard anything at all or learned about President Biden's plans or China's president's plans about what days and how they will come into the city?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of detail on that right now. And Julie, they're actually asking us to move. They're going to be bringing a semi-truck around the corner. So I'm sorry, we're going to have to end it there.
Yeah, let's do that. You need the semi-truck to come through there and get things ready. Christian Captain in the city. Thanks, Christian.
That's right.